Hey everybody, welcome to Kimmel's Irish Pub. Time for another movie review. Tonight's movie, Incoming. I am excited, mildly excited. Here's the problem. So I don't know if it's a problem, but I was looking at the ratings, and ratings are 5.9. 1,390 people only rated it so far. But it's Project X meets Superbad meets American Pie is what I've heard. The guys I follow on TikTok, they both had a very similar review. They seem to like it, and they think it's like, it's the new generation of things. So I don't know, could be good. It's only an hour and a half long. I know it's a Saturday night, but it's late on a Saturday night, so I'm going to switch to this one. We're going to watch it, and I look at it, and I don't recognize anybody in it, which is cool. So we'll see. I don't know. That's it. That's all I got to say. Oh, it's 4 freshmen navigate the terrors of adolescence at their forever high school party. So we'll see. I don't know. I like those kinds of movies. I liked them. I loved American Pie, but I was a lot younger when that came out. Project X was good. There's another one. Was it 21 or something like that? That was with Miles Teller. I don't know if that's the name of it. That one was a good one. But anyway. Enough about that. Let's see how this one is. If you like those movies, I'll let you know if this one lives up to that. Alright, stick around. I'll be back. Hey everybody, we're at the credits of Incoming, and yeah, I don't know. I agree with the ratings and not with my TikTok people that I follow. Now, I will say this, the people that I watch on TikTok were probably rating the movies for the month. Right? They weren't rating the movies overall, like, hey, or maybe even for the week. I gotta take that into perspective. Like, hey, here are the movies I watched this week, which I should start doing. It's like, hey, here's the 5 movies I watched this week, and here's how I rate all 5 of them. And that's maybe what they were doing. So I apologize. I got a little overexcited because of that. Really, Bobby Cannavale is in this one, and I thought he was pretty cool. But it is. I mean, it's exactly what they said, but in a sense, like I said, there's a post-credit scene here, but we'll get back to that in a second. Only an hour and 22 minutes and 55 seconds, and now the post-credit scene's happening on Netflix, so you know. I mentioned it was like Project X, 21 and over was the movie I was talking about, Miles and Teller. Even though that was more of when they turned 21. So this is a high school. Project X, Superbad, and American Pie, right? So sorry. There are the 3 movies I mentioned in the beginning. Like, that's kind of what it is. That type of movie at the very basic level. It doesn't even come close to those types of movies. But it's a high school movie about partying and being a freshman and, coming of age, I guess, in the party sense kind of thing. And really, that's it. There's one party. It's not like an entire... Well, that's what Project X was too. But anyway, there was a lot more, I don't know, connection to the characters. There's no connection to any of these characters for me. The main character, I liked him, but, and you're rooting for him. You're rooting for all the characters and his 3 other friends and stuff like that. And they all have their little part in all of this movie, but I wasn't emotionally tied or connected. There was no depth. There was no anything for me. So yeah, and then I also think I was overhyped. I think I was very excited because I thought it was going to be good, even though 5.9 should tell me, but 5.9 could be rated on everybody's view, where everybody is thinking, hey, raunchy comedies are not great. And this wasn't raunchy, right? I mean, granted, it's about high school kids having a party and, everything that goes along with that, from sex, drugs, and rock and roll, right? So yes, but it's not like American Pie raunchy, right? So I don't know what more to say. I was surprisingly disappointed in this one, unfortunately. But it was straight to Netflix, and I wish I would have set my expectations at the right level. When you compare movies to other movies, you get your expectations a little bit higher. There's nothing wrong with the acting, and there were some funny attempts had humor, but it just didn't draw me in like the other movies did. And I was comparing this movie to all those movies. But anyway, Bobby Cavendale. I guess it's Cavendale. I always say Carvendale. I always say it wrong. He's in this, and he is a teacher. And my man looks svelte, right? Is that how you say it? He looks good, right? He had an untucked shirt. Like, where's I gotta untuck my shirt and just look like that fat? So that flat. Sorry, I said fat, but flat. He looked good, my man. And you know, he has, you know, inappropriate. I would say not inappropriate. Like, he's not a predator, but he parties with the kids, right? So that's kind of inappropriate as a teacher partying with the kids. But he's got, like, I think the funniest part in this movie. Yeah, I will go that far to say that. I did like the guy who, I've seen him in other things, who carpools with the other kid. They have this thing where seniors will drive a freshman to school. That guy was funny for a little bit, but not enough. Like, just for one take. You know, like multiple scenes, no, you just need him for one, and that was funny, and that was enough. But he brought him back, but I don't know. I know I'm really digging into itty bitsy parts of this movie that, I don't know. But the other thing I'll say too, which I thought was an interesting take, I don't think it's a spoiler alert, but maybe spoiler alert just in case. It's different than the other types of movies in the plot line, whereas normally everything goes bad and then it flips on its side and everything's good. Like, that's what happens in all the other ones. In this case, it's mainly all good until it gets bad. So that was an interesting take on it, but not enough to make me go, wow, this was really good. Not enough to make me laugh out loud. Not enough for me to actually, I don't even know if I'd recommend it. I don't think it was that bad. I mean, if you're into those other kinds of movies and you watch my movie reviews, really set your expectations at that 5 level. And I would say, like, you know, all the other movies, at least American Pie is probably the precipice of all the other teen, high school partying movies, I think. I mean, I'm not going to, no, Animal House was college. Can't think of any other. I mean, Project X was good. Superbad, true, okay. But anyway, I'm rambling now. I'm just saying, I don't know. There you go. That's all I got. I'm not going to say anything more. I'm going to get to this post-credit scene. If it's good, I'll check back and let you know. But otherwise, thanks for tuning in. Kimmel's Irish Pub.